This web app makes over $100 million a year, and it's a link shortener app called Bitly. And I was using them until I hit their link limit and they wanted $29 a month. So I just decided to build my own version, and I even hosted it on my own link. So it looks more professional and it has all of the features that I want. And I did all of this without coding in just 15 minutes. But it gets even better. I also built this custom YouTube task manager for my channel. There's no tool out there that does exactly what I need. For example, tracking videos from idea to scripting, editing and publishing, and tagging different team members in which project I want them to work on. So I just decided to make one. Both apps are fully functional and tailored to exactly what I need. It just took me a few minutes of prompting using this tool called Base44 that just builds apps from prompts. So in this video, I'll show you exactly how I built both of these apps. First, I'll show you how to build this link shortener with my own custom domain. And it works by pasting in a link that I want to redirect to and select my own custom / code. And this gives me a perfect redirect link that I can share with my audience. So instead of having to pay Bitly $29 a month, I now have my own tool that does this, and I can share this with other people as well. So check the link in the description for the final product. And you'll even see that I implemented analytics too. But that's not all. I'll also show you how you can duplicate one of the existing templates and iterate on it to build this custom content creator task manager. In this tool, I can track my YouTube projects, assign team members, sponsors, and different social media accounts, and create different boards for each one of my channels. It is super tailored to exactly what I need. And for both of these, I will not only show you how to build these on a surface level, but I'll show you exactly how to do this in detail. And I'll even give you a free prompt that makes your AI web apps more powerful and better looking. And I will go beyond what most people show and make your app production ready. This means I'll show you how to set up databases and authentication so that you can require logins and start charging for your apps. And I'll show you how you can publish your own apps and connect your own custom domain like I did for my link shortener. If you want to skip around in the video, there's timestamps below, but let's build this. Once you click on the link in the description, you will be led to Base44. This is the tool that I'm using to build all kinds of web apps. And it's an awesome tool because it doesn't only allow you to build basic apps, but it also has a bunch of templates that you can use as a starting point. And we will do that for the second app that we will create. And it makes it really easy to not only build the apps, but also integrate storage, email systems, and databases, as well as user authentication, which is essential if you want to launch your app and want to charge money for them. To get started, simply click on the link in the description and sign up for an account. Once you're logged in, this is what you will see. And the easiest way to create an app is by typing in exactly here what you want. I would recommend to enable planning mode, and you can start by giving it a very simple prompt. For example, you can simply give it a small prompt like this and enable planning mode in order for it to plan out all of the features that we're trying to create. Hit send, and it's now thinking about the request and creating a plan for our website. It asks you a few questions, and you can answer something besides the options it gives you here. And I will select public service in case I want to share it with other people to use it as an app as well. And it will come up with a detailed plan right here. It gives it all of the background about the intent and goal, the audience and roles, as well as core flows and what not to do. This planning mode is mega helpful in giving you better results in the end, so I recommend people to try it out. However, if you want more control over the prompt that you give it, I recommend that you pre-write the prompt in ChatGPT or in Claude. To do this, I created this master prompt that I use for almost all of my web creation processes. I simply copy this, go over to ChatGPT or Claude, and paste in exactly this prompt. And then I give it instructions of what I'm trying to do. So in this case, I will give it the same prompt here. And you can do the same thing with ChatGPT as well. And if you don't have Claude, you can do the same with ChatGPT or Gemini. They all give really good results. Go back here, copy my prompt, and paste that in right here. And I'm leaving this master prompt down below so you can download it for free if you want to try it out yourself. The results that we get are very similar to what we had in the planning mode, but it's almost a bit more detailed with specific colors for the design choices, the layout and structure, and then all of the different pages that you wanted to create. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to paste it into Base44 as well. So once again, I will paste it in now with my updated prompt right here. So let's see if we get differing results. And we will also hit start building right here. As we can see here, it's starting to build and it's already writing the first lines of code. Same with this prompt right here. While this is building these apps, let me show you another use case where you can use someone's templates and build on top of them for your own custom needs. When you're on Base44 and you're logged in, you can see a bunch of templates that you can explore. There are all sorts of templates for marketing, for operations, data and analytics, content generation, and other categories. And in this use case, I'll show you how I built a custom task management dashboard for my own business, for my YouTube channel. This should help me organize everyone's tasks and have a Kanban style workflow associated to it. After scrolling a bit, there's actually a task management app that has already been created. So let's check that out and see if this could fit our needs. You can click on View App to see how it looks. And I like the design of it. with these interactive panels. If we click on My Boards, we can see that we have a test board here with different task tracking sections right here. This is already perfect. So let's use this as our starting point. To do that, click on Use Template, and it's now cloning this task management system in our apps. And before I'll show you how that turns out, let's first circle back to our link shortener apps. Here is the first one that it created with the simple instructions right here. We can see that it looks super clean and it has the basic functionality. We have the original URL that we'll paste in, and then it has the custom shortcode, which is the custom code that we enter here, as well as a title for this. For example, I could give this access to my website and I paste this in here. I could say Mo and then my website. And then we click on shorten URL and it was able to create this link successfully. And don't worry about all of this. This is what we can replace with our own custom domain later on. But let's also check how the other more in-depth prompt turned out. Remember, this is the same functionality and it looks very different. It has a dark mode theme and we can insert our long URL here, the custom code, and then the label. And then we can click shorten. So once again, let's do that for our website, paste that in here and add custom code, Mo's website, and here the label is my website. When we click on shorten, we can now see that it adds it to all my links, and I already tried it out right here, and here we have it once again. Since both of these websites that I just covered have the same functionality, we'll just go with the second one from now on, and let me show you there how you can implement different features and add more functionality to your website with a few prompts. Before we do that, let's hit publish and click on publish the app. This is now our new shorter link, and as you can see here, it's called snipshortlink.base44.app. And let's try it out. Let's click on this link and now let's paste this into the browser. We can see this is the domain that we're going with the / Mo's website. And let's see if this works. And voila, it redirected to our website. Let's try that out one more time. Maybe let's get redirected to YouTube. Maybe we want an app that redirects to our YouTube channel. So we'll go back into the web app, paste that in here, call it Mo YouTube and click shorten. And here we have the new link. Let's copy that, paste that into our browser, and hit enter. And we can see that it brings us to our YouTube channel. By the way, this is not the end of the video, but this is a perfect segue for you to hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, because I have plenty more videos on website creation and AI productivity hacks that might be interesting to you. Back to the video. All right, so now that we have this is really cool. Let's see if we can delete these. All right, that feature, that works. Cool. So we can delete links and we can even see how many clicks we get per link. So let's try that out and let's create a bunch of more clicks and see if that shows up here. If we refresh the page, we can see now we have 3 clicks. Perfect. All of this is already super impressive because this is looking really clean. But what if you want to add more features to this? You can simply do that by prompting it here. And it even gives you suggestions such as add an analytics dashboard or enable link expiration or implement custom domains. And I've also asked it to give me 20 more other features that it can implement, and it gave me all of these other features, which you can work on one by one. So let's try the Add Analytics dashboard. Let's click on this, and it gives us this AI prompt that looks really solid. So let's hit enter and see what it creates.
A few moments later.
And it just finished after a few seconds, and let's try this out. So there is now a new icon right here. Let's see what happens when we click this. We can now see an analytics dashboard. This looks really cool. It has the core KPIs right here, a visualization over time, and top refers. Let's publish the app again to see if this works if we try this out again. Let's go to the app and let's copy our app domain in there. Let's do that a couple times. And if we go back here and we refresh it, we can now see 6 links, and we can now see that it has a total of 3 clicks, which is exactly what we just clicked on. 0 unique visitors because it already knew that I was there, and from 1 country. This did not update yet because the day is not over. And we can see the browser that I'm using, the geographic, which is unknown because I'm using a VPN, and the devices, which is a desktop device. So this all works really well. If you want to change any design aspects of it, you can do that super simply too. Simply go back to the app, and I can just give it this prompt and ask it to enable a light mode for this and a toggle in the top right corner that turns on light mode if we want it.
A few moments later.
And after creating these different files, it just finished. And let's see how our app looks now. We can now see in the top right corner, there's a little sun icon. And if we click it, everything is in light mode. And I think this almost looks cleaner than it did in the dark mode. So let's publish this and test it out again. Let's click on the light mode and see if all of these things still work. If we go on the analytics, we can now see the different analytics. The analytics page is in light mode as well, and it still looks very clean. If we go back to dashboard, if we want to create a new link, click on shorten, we have the link right here. Let's paste that in and it redirects us correctly. And we can now see that we have a total click right here and our country. If we try this on a different browser, for example, Firefox, it still works, and we should now see 2 different browsers here. We see Firefox and Chrome. Wow, This is super powerful. But we don't want to use the Base44 domain. We want to use our custom domain, and I'll show you how to use that in just a second. But first, let's see if we can create something more complex, and that is our own task manager. Here's the task manager that we copied from the existing workspace that already had all of this functionality. If we want to change this, we can simply explain how we want this to be changed. For example, I can give it a prompt like, I'll just simply to tell it to customize this task manager to be hyper-specific towards YouTube and content creators. And then I give it a few example fields here. For example, scripting, sponsor outreach, editing, revisions, and posting. And I'll simply give it this prompt and see what it comes up with. And here it is. It told me that it transformed this into a creator flow, YouTube-focused content management system with Kanban style, with Kanban workflow stages of ideation, scripting, etc. And let's test it out. View all content board. Let's create our first board. Click on main channel. Keep this private. Let's make this color. And once we click on this, we're led to our board. Let's create a task. Let's call it Web App Builder. And we are adding it to our content pipeline. And we create the task, and let's call this Web App Builder video. And let's set the date to today. We can even insert a sponsored or say NA, and we can specify what kind of video it is. For example, this is a main video, or if it's a review. We can insert a target duration and then click if we have a thumbnail or we don't have a thumbnail. And let's set this priority to urgent. Now this is already cool, but check out the next part. If we click to the top here, we can select Kanban board, and we can see this now showing up in our Kanban board. We can see here that this is the ideation, but we can move this around and move it to scripting, or right now we're currently filming this video, so it's currently here. We can even assign this to someone. For example, assign this to Mo because I'm currently filming it and I'm currently showing up here as the assignee. If we group this by people, we can see that Mo is currently assigned to this particular thing. How crazy is this? This is exactly what I need, and this is so powerful. I could show you a whole tutorial on how I'm going to use this specific feature, so let me know down in the comments if this is what you want. But the core message is we built this in a few minutes, and this is exactly what I needed. Man, I'm so blown away by this. I want to just play around with this and see what other features I want to add to this. It even has an analytics dashboard, and we can go back to our content boards and even create a new board. For example, if we say TikTok, we can create a new content board. For example, let's add a new video about ChatGPT, and we can once again put this into the Kanban board, and we can say that we're currently editing this video and we're assigning this to the editor. And once again, we can see by people, the editor is currently in the editor stage. And once it's done, we can move this to the thumbnail stage and then reassign this now to our thumbnail designer and save the changes. And once it's posted, we can put it into the posted bucket. And now we have two content boards. We have a dashboard. We can see the two content boards. We can see what the completion rate is, which is currently 50%. And we can see the recent activity of what we created. I don't know how you feel right now. This is a bit scary how easy this is, but I'm definitely super excited. And I'm going to add a few more features and then use this internally for my entire team to manage my workflows. But this brings us to the next step, and this is publishing the app. Let me now show you a super powerful feature of Base44 that allows you to add authentication, which enables you to collect email addresses and enables signups from your users without having to deal with the whole Google Auth thing that has been super complicated in the past. And after that, we'll publish this app so it's publicly available on the URL so that I can use it for my own link shortening purposes. And all I have to ask it is to add authentication so that when a user signs in, they only see their own links they created. And let's hit enter.
A few moments later.
And we now have a login and logout screen right here. So let's test it out. Let's publish the app once again. Click on that, open this app, and it prompts us to log in. So let's click on that. I'll continue with Google. And I can see my login that's associated with my email address right here. And I can simply add more links. If I log out and add a link, and I try to create that link, it first prompts me to log in. Let's try connecting this to a different account. And we click on shorten this time, it works. And we can now see that I'm the only one that sees that particular link. So if I copy this link and I paste it here, it is now redirecting me correctly. Congratulations for doing that in just 2 minutes, because previously I've tried doing this and it would usually take me at least a day, if not weeks, in order to get all of this configured. So now to the exciting bit, let's publish this to our own custom URL. To do that, go over here to the publish thing and you can see that you can connect this to a custom domain. I'll click on get domain and I can see a bunch of domains available right here. And if you clicked on the link below to access Base44, you get your first custom link for just $1. Actually, just go to publish, get domain. And I'm going to see if there's anything like short link. That one is already taken. And I'm actually going to use the molink.me because this is very short and it has my name in it. So let's click on that, add to cart, continue, click continue. let's connect our app to our custom domain and test it out. Under the dashboard and domains, we can now see that our custom domain is active and it's already linked. So if we click on publish again, we can now see that it's already linked to our publish domain. So if we click on publish app again, just to make sure, we can now click on this new link and we can see our brand new app. Let's toggle on white mode, log in again with our account. We can see all of the apps that we created. And this is all under the molink.me. So if we copy this and paste in molink.me/Mo's website, we're being redirected to my website. How cool is this? If you stuck around until now, thanks so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this, and check out the Base44 link down below in the description to try it out yourself and build your own websites today. I have many more videos like this coming up, and I've created another video on how to create AI websites right here. Check that out. And if you've subscribed, I'll see you in the next one.